5,
Be careful.
maybe? No. Deal Podcast is playing Forza Horizon 6, apparently.
Apparently, yes.
I've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 6.
Okay. I just, we could talk about Forza. I tried. I don't know that I'm going to vibe with this one.
I'm definitely going to talk about Forza Horizon 6.
Okay.
Why don't I see us?
I see us. Do I hear us, though? That's the better question. I hear myself.
Well, it's good. You know.
Hear anybody else?
Uh-oh. No,
it all just went quiet.
Uh-oh.
It says we're streaming.
All right. I hear us. Talking to your microphone again, Chris.
Speak into my microphone. Does it work? It seems now my phone says we're podcasting again. All right. There we are. It's live.
Uh-oh, what is that? Oh, okay.
Are we ready? Should I start the music?
Uh-oh.
No, it all just went quiet. Oh. That may be just my end. Let me see if I can. I think that's just my connection. I think we're good.
I don't hear us.
That's just my connection. I think we're good. What?
Hang on. Oh no, I hear me. Kim, say something.
Say something. Anything. Something? Oh, no, I hear me. Cat. Booze. Bueller. Bueller.
Right. I hear all of us. We're good to go.
All right. I'm good.
Here comes.
Right.
Yep.
Here comes the music.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go.
Would you kind? I think we're just getting started. Medic! I'm a Richard.
I think this is more than you can handle.
He sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to episode 889 of the Overseas Connection podcast. It's June Gloom. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It's May 31st, though. Not quite June, but almost June. It's coming. It is 2026. Sorry, you are interrupting the most important part of the show. Shame on you, Kim. Shame on you. But that's Kim Woods on the podcast. Kim, how are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to be back. They took last weekend off, so. But I'm here
Clearly,
now.
you've forgotten all your etiquettes, but that's okay. We will whip you into shape, Kim. Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you.
On the show, also spinning the decks in a masterful way. No wrenches included. Christopher, Matthew.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back, Kim. We're glad you're back. As much as Mark and I enjoyed having the Wrench and Moose show, it's nice to have a full house. Almost full house. Three-quarter house?
Right.
Three-quarter house.
Yeah. And the reason why we don't have a full house is because Mark is out having a fun time. Shame on you, Mark. Shame on you.
With his family. Boo-hoo-hoo.
Exactly. All right. My name, Greg DeLacy, Gamertag Murphy's Law, OC_Murphy's Law on Twitter. We're a video game podcast. If you're not familiar, those are things that you play on consoles and PC. They take up the entirety of your lifetime and often, allegedly, are useless. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. We love our video games. We love talking about
video games, Greg. Not
yes.
Telling, yeah.
Fair. Okay. You could join us live. We do this every Sunday for the most part. Every now and then we don't. But we're on Sundays, 12 p.m. on the West Coast. That's really all you need to know. That's the important coast, honestly. If you are a trader and live in the English region, the old Britons, it's 8 p.m. your time. It is 3 p.m. on the East Coast. And if you happen to be in the Central Time Zone, it would be 2 p.m. your time. Not going to say anything else about the Central Time Zone. We love our Central Time Zone people. All right, where am I going with this? I am saying you could join us live on Twitch or on YouTube, just like Boomer has.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh off of me ridiculing him for his birthday and getting older. He's back. He's a faithful listener. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're just going to roll into birthdays now that we're talking about old people and Boomer. Let's talk about other people turning old. Oh, Mr. Matthew, you are once again muted yourself.
I forgot to push the button. There's too many buttons over here. It's going to be real fun. Happy birthday to Andrew Wells. Happy birthday to Paul Taff Davies Ricks. With that type of name, you have to be a criminal. Happy birthday to Jay Wright, like a criminal mastermind, like a super criminal. You know what I mean? It's just so many names. So many names. Happy birthday to Jay Wright, which is why Mark Wright is not here today, by the way. And some people you may know. Really? That's what he said.
Really?
That's what he said.
Is it just an excuse?
That's what he said.
Okay.
That's what he said. And happy birthday to some people you may never have met, but you probably heard of. Happy birthday to Morgan Freeman. Happy birthday to It's Wayne Brady, bitch. And happy birthday to Noah Weil of the ER and The Pit fame. Happy birthday to all of those people. And they get to hear this lovely song.
And action!
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you!
So Mr. Mark has kept the happy birthday song that we usually play to himself, and I don't have it. So they get that birthday song. You're welcome.
I feel like that is more in line with how it would sound if we were actually singing Happy Birthday. So I'm okay with it.
It's probably accurate.
It's
probably accurate.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. That means it's time for. I'm sorry, you're the host. What are we doing next?
Hey, you were on it, Mr. Matthew, and this is the seamlessness that we get with having 3 people that have previously hosted this podcast. We could just roll right into some story time.
Everyone here loves story time, our favorite time of the day. When we
All right, there we go. Hey kids, what time is it?
Story time.
Story time.
Kim, would you like to share with the class what's happened with you over the past week?
Sure. I mean, because I've been on here for a while, so sure, I'll do that. A while. It was a week, but whatever.
A while.
All right. A while. Yeah. I guess I'll give you an update on my dad. We took him down. Not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before, because like I said, I haven't been on here. And he's got all his stitches removed. And we don't quite. Hold on, tracker. Okay. And we don't have to wrap his hand nearly as much as we did before, so that's been kind of nice. As a matter of fact, he's kind of already taken that over on himself, because I'm like awkward as all get out when it comes to doing that. So thankfully I got out of that job. He started physical therapy last week. They gave him these little, I don't know, I call them like compression sleeves, but for your fingers is basically what they are, because he's still got a bunch of swelling. And they gave him a bunch of compression sleeves for his fingers for that, so he's been wearing them. He has to wear them most of the day. They said if his fingers like get to tingling or they feel a little funny, so then he can take them off, because they don't want him to lose circulation in his fingers, because then we have a whole other problem. And yeah, it's been going pretty good. He's weaned himself off of painkillers. He hasn't had anything in over a week, so that's good news. Yeah, we don't have to go back to Columbia to the hand specialist for at least another 2 weeks, assuming we can get an appointment. And he has another physical therapy appointment tomorrow. So they want to see him, I think, twice a week. on that. I don't know for how long, but and they pretty much told him he could go back to work because they're kind of the same way I am. They're like, you're 75 years old. You're going to do whatever you want to do anyway. So if you want to go back to work and they can give you things you can do that won't mess up that hand any further, go for it. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah. Yeah.
It's very fair. My question, and this is to the broad audience here, because I don't know the answer to this, but I mean, what is the average time before you become actually dependent upon painkillers? Curious. I mean, you know, you said we weaned him off the painkillers. It's like, you know, I mean, you start taking painkillers, and if you're doing it for like 4 days straight, are you hooked?
Right.
I'd like to think.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think everybody always, you know, everybody always talks about your addictive personality. So I don't know if that actually has anything to do with it or not. But I don't know. I know Dad when he started.
I am addictive. I know this, but Chris, how long did it take you to get hooked on heroin?
Oh, that was like a week, like a solid, yeah. I mean, if I'd have gone 6 days, I'd have been good. But a week, too much. Toast.
7 days is too much. All right, 7 days. That's our current barometer.
All right.
Maybe someday I'll actually try and look that up. Although I'm sure it absolutely has to. It varies by person.
It varies.
Right. Well, yes, obviously. I know that was the one thing he was kind of worried about when he started those, because he's like, I don't know if I want to take those, because he's like, what if I get addicted to them? And I said, but who's to say you're going to get addicted to them? So,
my dad was the same way. He was afraid of taking, and my mom now, also similar, although it's just like, I mean, Mom, it's Tylenol. You cannot get addicted to Tylenol.
Right.
But anything pill form, I don't want to take that. I don't want to become dependent upon it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was one thing I will say on this deal he did figure out, because before he didn't want to take Advil, didn't want to take Tylenol. If he had a headache, he suffered through it. But now after this deal, he's kind of like, okay, maybe that's not so bad. You know, when he's got pain that literally feels like, you know, he's having his arm ripped off. I'm like, yeah, see, you know, nobody's saying you got to take it like every day or anything, but every once in a while, you know, something happens, go for it. So
yeah, early on in my life, I was the absolute, like, the poster child for the things you're not supposed to do. I would not take my pain pills. So like when I broke my my leg, in fact, when I had my Achilles tendon tear, I distinctly remember I held off all of my actual like good painkillers, and of course waited for when I was healthy, had no issue. But I was like, you know, I'll pop a painkiller, you know, after a good workout, have a couple beers. Yeah, things you're not supposed to do.
Right.
I was similarly against painkillers until I broke my arm in my 20s, and I had open wounds because they did. It wasn't a cast. They did the external scaffolding. You know what I mean? It wasn't a complex fracture, but to set it, they did that whole thing, and I was like, nope, just give me the Percocets, and we're good to go.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
What else is going on, Kim?
Well, I've decided the Cardinals are doing really good this year, and I thought, I want to watch baseball. I mean, I hear it on the radio because our local radio station runs it on the radio. But I'm like, I actually want to watch a game. All right, fine, no problem, right? I go to find a game to watch. Everything is either locked behind a streaming service, or if it's not, it's out, or, you know, because I live in Missouri, 3 hours away from St. Louis, I can't watch it because it's blacked out in my area. So, I get aggravated with this, so I go to look, and MLB has got, because also the stations that the Cardinal games used to run on are apparently bankrupt now or something, so they had to come up with a whole other way for you to be able to watch them. That wasn't like Fox or, you know, that sort of NBC, that sort of thing. So they have this thing called Cardinals TV that's through the MLB app. So I get on there and I'm thinking, okay, I'll check it out. Of course, it's like $89 for the entire season. So I'm like, you know what, though? I really want to watch these games. That's not terrible, because if that that gets us the entire season. I put my information in. I do the thing. Come to find out that now that I have this, it still won't let me watch all the games, because the Cubs were playing. They were playing the Cubs last night, and because they were playing at home, of course, it's blacked out in my fucking area. I can't watch it, even though I'm paying a subscription to their Cardinal TV service.
Yeah,
so
that is one of the worst things that professional sports teams do, and it's not MLB, it's all of them.
Right, it's all of them.
They have they have local markets that they can tap into. And so they claim TV rights on those markets because they figure
Right.
you're just far enough away that if you can't watch it on TV, you'll go to the game instead. You'll go in person, Kim. Come on, be a good fan.
Yeah, for what they want for tickets and everything else. Well, then it's like, well, you can watch it on Fox. Well, of course, I'm streaming, and none of my streaming services have local channels anymore. So, that leaves me out. So for $22, I can get a digital antenna to hook to the back of my TV so I can pull in my local channels. So at least maybe now I can watch the ones that I'm paying, or that, even though I'm paying $89 for the season of Cardinal games, there are still Cardinal games that I cannot watch. And it's aggravating and annoying. And yeah.
I bought one of those antennae,
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't,
Right.
because of where I live, it pulls in nothing.
Right.
Because we're in like this valley, get nothing.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried about that because we live effectively in a tin can because we live in a metal house because we have tin all around us. So I'm a little concerned about that, but I guess we'll see. If I have to, it's not like I can't move it outside, but
Yeah. My mother-in-law has a old school, analog antenna, for lack of a better way to call it.
Right.
And so the fear I think for you should be all you're going to get is Columbo reruns.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because that's all she sees on her TV.
Perry Mason,
Yep.
yeah. It's like it'll pull in 67 channels. I'm like, I just want like ABC, NBC, Fox. I just want the ones I can watch my baseball games on.
Right.
I could give a shit less about the rest of them, but so we'll see what happens. For $22, I figure it's not gonna, because like I said, I'm already paying $90 for, $90 for a thing that I still can't watch all my games on. It was funny though, because I pulled it up last night and they're like, but you can listen to them. I'm like, well, I have a radio. I could do that, but I wanted to actually watch the fucking game. But,
Well, too bad.
But right? The funny thing is, though, when football season rolls around, I never had a problem once watching a Chiefs game, whether it was here
there's a reason
or away.
for that. They sell out.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is it so hard to watch baseball? So, anyway, I don't
your
know.
fans are not supporting the team enough, Kim. Again.
Apparently,
You need to go to the
I'm
game
trying,
in
but they
person.
won't let me. Right? Yeah. I'll go and spend a couple $100 in tickets, and yeah, sure, we'll go do that. Actually, they're probably not that high for some of them, but still. Then you got to drive for 3 hours
you
to
could
get
probably
there.
get a decent seat, but you still got to pay
Right.
$20 for a beer and a hot dog.
Right. Oh yeah, and Sarah's like, do you think a VPN would work? I looked into that too, and then a lot of people are saying on Google that now they've kind of fixed that to where a VPN wouldn't work. So I don't know. I may go and try that anyway.
It's the man.
see,
Sarah
but-
was suggesting that, and VPN might be the solution, but maybe not.
A lot of streaming
Yeah, I don't
services
know. I'm
won't let you watch if you're on a VPN. Like
Right.
Netflix and Amazon Prime, if you're on a VPN, they're like, yeah, sorry, can't watch.
That's what I was seeing on Google, so that's why I hadn't, worked out any more money for that. Because I'm like, I'm already $90 into this, and I'm still pissed off. So
See,
Do I
for
wanna
all the
put out
money
more
you
money?
spent to try to watch a game on TV, you could have gone to a game.
I could have went and at least watched one, and that would have had to sustain me for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Just the one. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. We'll get the antenna and see if that works, and we'll go from there. So
Now, here's another option, Kim.
okay.
All right. Get a picture book of a bunch of Cardinals, making plays,
Right.
hold on, and stack
Uh-huh.
it thick. So like a picture book, right? You can flip
Right,
through it
right,
and then have the game on audio over the radio
Yeah, there you go.
and just
You
flip
just
through.
it.
It'll be
Yeah,
like
there
right
you go. There you go. Now you're making sense. Maybe I'll just do that instead. So you're so
Well,
helpful.
outside of watching sports ball being, by the way, I did laugh because you said trying to watch sports ball is aggravating.
It is.
Sports ball. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. So anyway, but that's it for me. Like I said, the last couple of weeks have been mostly taking Dad to his doctor's appointments and then dealing with the aftermath. So
Okay.
it's been fairly quiet otherwise. I can't complain.
All right. Okay.
So,
Well, then there will be no complaining from you, at least. Mr. Matthew, it sounds like you have something to complain about.
Do I?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you?
You tell me.
I could complain about it, but it wouldn't do it. No, I I sat down. Actually, what I wrote, I sat down today to start working on show notes, and I was like, oh yeah, story time. I can't think of a single thing that happened last week that's worth talking about. So
I know that feeling.
So that was my story time. I did, however, I think I mentioned previously I was watching the 90s on Amazon Prime, which is this CNN. So I went ahead and turned on the 2000s. I figured.
Was it equally as depressing?
So it was. Well, they did structure it a little bit better because the 2000s kind of ends kind of on an upbeat, right? It starts really dire with 9/11. And then you have the financial crisis, but by 2010 the economy was pulling up. The nation was very optimistic after the 2008 presidential election, so at least it ends a little bit upbeat. But yeah, that was my whole week. Job done.
Okay. Job done. All right. So I'm going to start from the back of my notes and work my way towards the front of them, because literally as we were on the podcast, I got a call from my mom. I just saw it happening. So mom is, I think, finally come around to the notion of moving is a good choice. So we were just having this conversation last week, and my mom was very anti-moving. And then I was alerted by my sister yesterday that my mom called her up and said, I think I'm ready to move. So who knows? We're just playing this one by ear, but it's probably happening sooner rather than later. What that looks like, I don't know. I know I will be for sure a mom mule. I will be funneling my mom down from Reno to my sister and back up at some point in time, probably in about a week and a half. But that's fine. It's time. We got to figure something out. By the way, speaking of figuring things out, the Joysticks and Chill podcast came back, listening to the first episode, and they had a funny moment talking about slip and slides. John was talking about how they did a slip and slide, and that he was having a blast doing it, but woke up the next day completely sore. And it reminded me of when we had a not a block party, it was a birthday party from one of our friends. We lived back in Lincoln, and they had a slip and slide out in front. And you would think it was for the kids because it was a kid's birthday party, but all the adults were 100%. Out there drinking and going on the slip and slide. And again, I will just reiterate, it is important when you are going to do a duo slip and slide, especially if it's your spouse and you are holding hands, you convey which direction you're going to go, whether it's head first or feet first. Yes. I did not convey that to my wife. And as we ran down the slip and slide, her thinking was going head first. My thinking was going feet first. Me being the slightly bigger person, a lot bigger, I won out in that gravitational pull. So she went flying backwards, slamming her head into the slip and slide. Thus, I was not talked to for a while. The silent treatment then ensued. So yeah, always convey which direction you're going to slip and slide. Let's see. Wi-Fi issues. So who would have thought this little device would cause me so much aggravation? So Friday, suddenly my internet in my office was just like acting up. And I'm like, okay, my work laptop is not connecting. My potato PC that's sturdy and continuously just chugs along. It was fine because it was plugged in. So I have it hardwired into the internet. And then I discovered that my laptop from work doesn't have an Ethernet port, so I don't even have the option of plugging it in.
Right. So
then I looked over at this dumb little puck, and it's doing its little flashing white light, which means it's not connected. And I'm like, son of a... So I'm like, what's going on? round and round and round, and it just turns out that this mesh puck is toast. It's no longer connecting. So I get on the phone with Xfinity, and I'm like, hey, you know what? My adapter's not working. And she's like, well, let me see what I can see on my end. She's like, oh, it looks like your router is out of date as well. We'll send you a new one. And I was like, okay, great. And she's like, well, I can't send you one, so you need to go to the store. And I'm like, well, that's incredibly inconvenient. I really don't want to go to the store because going to the Xfinity store sucks. If you've ever had to make an appointment with any of these, like Comcast, Xfinity, Spectrum, I don't know what you have out on your end.
I have Spectrum, and I would rather go to the store. I think I mentioned this on last week's podcast. My Wi-Fi went out last week, and it was the modem. And so I got on the chat with tech support. I was like, hey, I think it's a bad modem. Can I just go to the Spectrum store and swap it out? They're like, no, we got to send you a technician. Not only did I have to wait 48 hours for the technician appointment, but the guy was like 6 hours late for the appointment. It was ridiculous.
That's right. I do remember hearing this. And so funny you said this, because I also was like, well, I'll just go to the store. I'll bite the bullet. I'll take everything apart and just go to the store. And they're like, no, we have to send a technician out.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
I have an appointment for Monday. They're going to come out and supposedly swap out all the equipment. We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, I was just cringing. So right now, Wi-Fi within the house, it's fine if you're in the kitchen area, but this house is not Wi-Fi friendly. When I get down into my office, it's like, I don't know, multiple walls burying the Wi-Fi signal. So, yeah. And then we're ready for summer. Just saying. Backyard is all decked out. We've cleaned everything up yesterday. Planted new plants. We power washed our decks. We swept out the pool. Even though I've already been in the pool. And kicked off with a nice barbecue last night. So that was great. We cooked up some tri-tip, had my aunt and uncle, which is pretty funny. My sister was giving me a hard time. She's like, we know you're the perfect nephew. And I was like, no. I'm like, so my aunt and uncle live 10 minutes away from me. I have seen them twice since I've lived up here. Once was at a holiday party that they threw that I went to their house. And that was probably 12 years ago. And then the second time was yesterday. So not exactly the poster child of a good nephew. But we'll try and do better. We had a really good time with them. And then last but not least, we went and saw the movie Sheep Detective. So if you have not heard of this, Hugh Jackman is in this movie. Although he is a main character, but not a main character. The sheep are the main characters in this movie. It's one of those live action animation kind of movies where the sheep are digitally given personalities, if you will. And it was cute. It was a fun, cute, feel-good kind of movie. My wife wanted to see it, and I said, "Well, hey, why not? Let's go see Sheep Detective." And I wasn't disappointed. It was fun. It's not going to win the Academy Awards, but you know what? Sometimes you just need something fun and light, and that's exactly what it was. So there we go.
Cool.
There we go.
Okay. I have not been paying attention to the chat, but we probably should give a shout out to the chat. Kim, give him some love.
Alrighty. Well, we have Boomer in the chat. Batch is in the chat, and so is RCGC. So thanks, guys, for stopping in.
All right. Don't leave. We are going to have a quiz. You
Stay
can partake
classy.
in the quiz.
But most of all, thanks
Stay
for
classy.
stopping by. Ron
Sorry,
Burgundy.
say it one more time, please.
Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego. But most of all, thanks for stopping by.
Okay.
Try to keep up.
I got nothing. I'm trying. Take a week off. Look at what happens. You know.
I know. Pandemonium.
It is pandemonium. Okay. Let's. Kim, are we actually skipping this, or is there something to talk about here? That's my first question.
Just the epic games. Because everything else, we're at the end of the month, so things are gonna start changing here eventually. So for your epic games, until the 4th of June, we have Calico and Lone Star, which Lone Star is not the one from Spaceball, so I was kind of disappointed.
Lone Star.
So anyway, there's your... Right? So that's your Epic Games for this week, and according to the site I read, apparently next week's games are a mystery, so I can't tell you what they are. So I guess we'll find out next week. And there you go.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Mysteries.
Mysteries.
Let's get into some games. Let's talk about some games.
Today I feel like playing computer games.
It's game time.
Mr. Matthew,
Mr. DeLacy.
what have you been playing?
I have been playing several things. I'll go from top to bottom. Avowed finally, mercifully came to an end with an absolute thud. It took so long to wrap up, and then it was a stupid boss battle with the same boss that just got their health bar refilled 3.5 times.
Oh, I hate that.
And then the game was I was
talking about a game mechanic that we could do away with. That's one for sure.
I agree.
I was prepared for, like, I'm going to whittle the boss's health bar down, and then they're going to run away and heal, and there's going to be a horde of enemies, and then I'm going to whittle the health bosses. I was prepared for that sort of boss fight in 3 stages, but no, it was just the same boss fight 3.5 times in a row. It started.
It doesn't make me want to play and finish it out. I do have to finish it, but I don't want to.
It started with such. You don't have to. It's a free country, Greg. You are not required to finish that game that you got for free because you pay for it.
Yes.
So don't worry too much about it. Let's see what else. Baldur's Gate 3. I'm continuing to work my way through Baldur's Gate 3. So I found this creepy, like, chamber in the sewers where the flying elephant cop was captured.
Yes.
And I rescued the flying elephant. And what was interesting was there was yet again a character that everybody's like, oh, we know you from the previous game. And I was like, I'm still not going to go back and play. Well, I don't, but all the characters in game are like, oh yeah, we know you from this thing that happened 100 years ago. And I was like,
yeah, right.
I'm still not going to go back and play Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I tried because they were on Game Pass, and I was just like, nope.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I did the same thing, and I just couldn't do it. Nope.
Yeah, there have been some of these retro games that are still fun. Like, I tried to go back and play Fallout 1 the other day because I never played it. No, I was like, nope, this is not enjoyable. I'm not going to play this. So there we have it.
Speaking of those games, by the way, my biggest issue with the retro Baldur's Gate games, the resolution was horrible.
Oh yeah.
It's just a blurry mess.
It was like
It
was like they took the old resolution and then scaled it up, and then just added a bunch of random pixels. Like, who knows? So yes, I did not play that. Which brings me to the game that has taken up most of my time, my gaming time this week, and that has been Forza Horizon 6. Kim, have you played this? I know Mark has played this. No?
I haven't. I've got it downloaded, though, but I haven't got it to play yet.
It is, it's more Forza Horizon. If you liked Forza Horizon 5, you'll enjoy Forza Horizon 6. I do like the new setting in Japan. I think it's a nice mix.
Greg's got a look on its face.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's not Greg's turn to talk. I do like the new setting in Japan. It's got a nice mix of the bustling city of Tokyo and the surrounding countryside. They've added a few things that I'm not sure I like. Like, you have this estate that you can customize. I'm like, this isn't The Sims. I just want to drive, right? I don't want to build my house. I just want to drive. So the good, it's fun. Some of the food delivery mission that they added, and the Toge showdown races, and some of the things they added are a lot of fun. It looks amazing, even better than Forza Horizon 5. Just the resolution and the reflections off the cars. It's all awesome. there's just stuff to crash through everywhere. It's all good stuff. It's a little buggy. There you go. Pre-order now. It's a little buggy. And what I mean by that is the weekly challenges. There's some of them that it's like, do this. And I'm like, okay, I did that. Still hasn't unlocked. Like, well, why not? So I go to Reddit and they're like, well, try this. And so I try that. Still hasn't unlocked. So I don't know. That's a little frustrating. It's not game breaking because it's 1 point out of the season. It's not gonna make or break it.
Right.
I am still looking for that kind of go-to car. Like in every Horizon, I've only played Forza Horizon 4, 5, and 6. But in each game, I typically find that kind of go-to car that I'm going to use when I'm just driving around the map. I haven't found that car yet because none of the Hoonigan cars are in this game. So in Forza Horizon 4 and Forza Horizon 5, you could find the Ken Block special Hoonigan cars that were really great for just drifting around and doing jumps and stunts and all that. But I guess that brand is not doing as well as it was when Forza Horizon 5 was released. And so it is not yet in the game. But I am thinking of getting the upgrade to this game and getting some of the extra car packs because I have been enjoying it. And my oldest also really enjoys this game, and he can share that since it's on the home Xbox. So maybe. But yeah, Forza Horizon 6. Yeah. I have been enjoying it. Greg, you seem like you have something you want to say.
Well, in my wisdom, I thought, you know what? Maybe it shouldn't be my words. Maybe I should allow future technology to elicit how I feel.
Here we go.
So ChatGPT gives this response. Forza Motorsport 6 bravely answers the question, what if every human being at a racing event spoke like they were auditioning for a corporate training video? The game's characters possess the rare ability to make driving a 900 horsepower supercar feel like attending a mandatory workplace seminar on synergy and brand values. The voice acting is delivered with the enthusiasm of someone reading the terms and conditions aloud after being awake for 36 hours. Every line sounds as if it was recorded in a sterile room where emotional expression was classified as a safety hazard. I will not go further. I will just say this.
All right. So
as soon as I heard someone talking, I cringed so hard. So, yeah.
But Greg, there's a mech.
Yes.
There's a mech.
I appreciate the mech. Trust me.
Mechs.
I appreciate the mech. But I didn't appreciate, hey, are you here for the festival?
So
yeah, it just.
I do have to agree with you on that point. The dialogue is not nearly as good as Forza Horizon 5. I thought Forza Horizon 5 did a nice job of showcasing some of the Mexican countryside and some of the the relationship between Ford and Volkswagen and Mexican car culture. Right. So yes, the dialogue is a little wooden. It's not great. I'll grant you that. But Scott Tyler is still dropping bangers on Bass Arena, so you don't have to listen to the rest of that.
No, it just, I mean, so this one, it gave me a little pause about Fable, but I'm pretty confident it's not the same teams working on the dialogue and the writing, so there's that. It just, for me, this is the biggest weakness of Forza Motorsport has been the continuous push for the Horizon Festival. I would so much rather them find a different way to try and do all of this and incorporate it into the game as opposed to this Horizon Festival thing, which it's just, yeah. So it bounced me out of the game. I could not listen. And
right.
yeah.
I've spent
it's
enough.
A sad part.
I've spent enough time just driving around doing stuff that the dialogue is kind of few and far between, and so that's kind of made it tolerable, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
All right.
I will also say this. I am
Agree to disagree. Agree to disagree.
No, that's totally fine. I also would love for my character to be able to speak a word, anything.
So it's funny that you
Silent
say that.
protagonist. I hate that.
It's funny that you say that because in Forza Horizon 5, that was the first one where the protagonist had a voice, right?
Yeah.
And everyone that I've spoke to about Forza Horizon 5, other than you, hated that. They're like, why? They never talked before. Anyway, it's cool. Each their own. Each their own.
Well, it's again, my thing is if you're going to show my character in a game where conversations are happening, the silent meme is not a thing. So, hey, new guy, how you doing? Nothing. No response. Just
Trying to think of some other. Did you like Skyrim? Is that your jam?
Not entirely, but at least you were able to give responses in Skyrim.
All right, that's fair.
In Forza Horizon, you don't do anything. They talk for you in a way. So
yeah, they talk at you, kind of.
Yeah, they talk at you, and then they just kind of assume you're responsive. Oh yeah, well I'll do food delivery. I mean, I'm just speculating on that. I don't remember what they said.
Somehow we're
Anyway,
DoorDash app.
So the beginning of the game put me off. I will revisit it because I do like the Forza Horizon games, the actual racing part of it. But yeah, that initial entry opening, I was just like, oh, for the love of God, no.
All right. Anyway. That's what I played this week.
Okay. All right. Him.
Yes.
Speak, please.
All right. I actually did play in the last couple weeks. I actually did manage to play at least one game, and I swear to God, if I don't get my butt in gear, Chris is gonna beat Baldur's Gate 3 before I am, and I was further ahead at one point. So I got to do something about that. But I did manage to play some more Vampire Crawlers because right now with the way things have been, that's pretty much the only thing my brain could handle. So yeah, I don't know. I have gotten no complaints. I'm still enjoying the hell out of it. I'm still unlocking what they call your little vampire. You send in your arenas. Yeah, it's fun. If you liked Vampire Survivors, definitely give this thing a shot. I mean, I'm not big on the card building games, but on this, it's pretty easy. And if my ass can follow it, then you guys can do it too. So yeah, okay. That's what I've been playing. So
okay, all right,
yeah.
Fair enough. First of all, just a quick shout out to the chat. RCGC, amen. We're lockstep. I'm with Sarah. Power to Sarah.
She's Canadian though. What does she know?
There are northern. They're like siblings, cousins, distant cousins.
I think they might disagree with you. I think the Canadians might take offense to that. But anyway.
Probably. All right. Let's see. Okay, so Arc Raiders, I've continued to do my trials. I had some great sessions with Lewis where we encountered some people with some bad intentions, but the best part was we came out ahead. We were in Stella Montis on a night raid mission. We were just going in to actually go after the Shredders because it was the trial was attacking Shredders and getting points off that. And there was a crew that decided they were going to try and kill Lewis. Guy didn't see me, so I had a perfect angle on him, took one of their teammates out, and then Lewis and I were able to kind of rally and take the other guy out. So it was a feel-good moment, and equally feel-good in that we knew because of the new system and that they have in place where if we get fired upon first, we're not penalized for defending ourselves. So that was nice. I gave Mixtape a little more time. Chris,
Yeah.
what do you think? Do you think I came around on this game, or do you think I left it as is?
Well, the protagonist talks, so I'm going to say that you decided you like it. That's what I'm going to say.
No. I mean, I will say this. The game introduces more game, if you will.
Right.
So there are some kind of fun skateboarding moments where you're cruising down, roadways and you're skateboarding. So they introduced some actual game mechanics, which I appreciated. I still feel like this is not a game that really represents the 90s like they claim it does. It represents a small sect of teenagers in the 90s, which I will never be able to identify with. And the music, for as much as I was looking forward to it, I did not, I was not thinking it was going to be the majority of it a collection of music I had never heard before. And that's the realities of it. They didn't pick a lot of the popular songs from the 90s. They picked a couple of artists that were popular in the 90s, but the tracks they chose to play were obscure. And it goes, I guess, a little
That's
bit
why you
in line
didn't
with
get
the
it,
character.
right? Because it's this cool new band, but you probably never heard of them.
True. But I mean, the character she's trying to be, was it I can't remember the name of the title she wanted, but it was basically a music director. And in essence, her whole life is around, all these different artists and music and how they all relate to these different moments in life. So it all makes sense. It just, unfortunately, the delivery of it is not great. It just it just didn't move me, even on my second go through. A game that did move me, and I'm excited to talk about this game because if you liked Vampire Survivors and you don't want a card builder, Terra Tech Legion, definitely worth checking out. So it is an absolute Vampire Survivors type game, as in it's an auto shooter, but you play the role basically of a driver of I don't even want to call it a tank because there are different types of vehicles, but you land planet side and you have this vehicle that starts off very basic and you start cruising around, and depending upon the different vehicle that you have, you will get different upgrades for it. And unlike Vampire Survivors, there is actually a building mechanic to this. So let's say you get machine guns. The machine guns can either just be front facing or they might be a turret. And depending upon where you place them on your vehicle, their effectiveness could be maximized or it could be hindered because maybe you have something blocking some of where the machine gun can shoot. So it has kind of a Lego feature, if you will. As you start building out your vehicle, you're attaching different components to it. And there's a lot of different types of components. And so you build it out and then you go back into the game because it pauses as you hit these upgrade points. You build up your machine with whatever kind of loot you score from being out in the battlefield, and then you relaunch into the game. It is challenging, similar to Vampire Survivors, but not in a way where you're like, I can never do this. It just kind of eggs you on a little bit. Like, how much further can I get? It's fun. I'm enjoying it. It is again, easy to pick up and play. I think the biggest challenge I had was it doesn't handhold you at all at the beginning. And so you're kind of left trying to figure out, well, what do I do? How do I upgrade my machine? And then once you hit that first upgrade path, it starts to click and make sense. But they don't have any kind of tutorial. Nothing tells you how to play. And I guess that's kind of similar to Vampire Survivors if I think back on it. But yeah, Terra Tech Legion. It's on Game Pass as well, so check it out. And I think it's only like $10. So, even if you're not on Game Pass, it might be, if you're looking for a palate cleanser, if I can only speak. Right. Last but not least, I did a Kim. Pulled a Kim.
Oh.
I bought 007. and have yet to play it.
Oh, well, all right.
So it is waiting for
out
me to
that
fire
long,
up.
you know.
Yeah, but maybe next week I will I'll have something to say about that. But I did purchase it. I just wanted I was kind of vibing for that single player adventure game, and it just seems like this will be something fun. So
I have seen it's got good reviews. People seem to really
it's doing well.
really be liking it. So
yeah, hopefully I will like it.
yeah.
But yeah. What year is the game set?
Mixtape.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Mixtape. He wants to know.
Oh, mixtape. I mean, supposedly, Gary, in the 90s, but not my 90s.
This is, according to Google, it's around 95.
Yeah.
So.
Not my 90s. Nice.
Not my 90s. Well, again, I wasn't a dirt head, which is kind of like the main character. She's a bit of a dirt head.
You were so cool.
Well, she's the equivalent of Breakfast Club. The guy, what was the ruffian guy? I can't remember his name. In the Breakfast Club. I just visually I can see him right now.
Yeah.
Anyway. You know what I'm talking about.
I know
we all know what I'm talking about.
I know you're talking about. Yeah. I'm not going to look it up right now, though.
Yeah. I was the preppy kid in the 90s. That's the truth.
I was a farm kid in the 90s, so it definitely isn't in my wheelhouse. So.
All right, and that's it. That was me done.
Sweet.
So that said,
that
Chris.
means it's time for.
All right, now everybody get settled. Get away from the windows. Now look, good. It's time for the quiz. Yeah, you know what? Oh, too bad.
Tough. Okay.
Look, Chris, I appreciate you letting Mark feel good about himself last week, and you know,
hey,
the quiz.
Mark came away with the win. So there we go. All right, I'm going to have to rely upon the two of you to check in on the chat because I don't have enough screens available at the moment.
Not a problem. I absolutely will tell you the honest scores they all submit.
I'll bet you will. So a little bit different this week, where I'm just going to tell you the theme, but there is a bonus question, and I think the theme is going to make things a little interesting. In honor of the release of Forza Horizon 6, I thought we'd take a little look at the worst racing games. These aren't all necessarily the lowest rated, but they're not great. And so we're going to start with 2011's Ferrari, the racing experience on the PlayStation 3. Ferrari
and the theme is car games.
The theme is not so fast. So Greg, you're up first.
All right. The Ferrari Experience 2011 on the PS3. I absolutely have no recollection of this game. That does not mean it's not good. Scores flying in. Corzan says 52. Gary Harris is 75. Sarah with a 72. And I will revise all of their scores in a moment once I give my score. I feel like, though, those 70s it feels like that's the right wheelhouse for this game because car games, notoriously, they're not hard to make per se. And in the PS3 era, there was quite a few of them. God, I'm going to say 74.
74. And last word to Kim for the opening round.
I'll go 70.
Kim is going to go 70. The actual answer, 59. So
I was waiting for that, yep.
Corzan with 52 is the closest so far. Up next.
Well done on cheating Corzan without making it look like you cheated.
There we go. So you gotta fudge it a little bit. Up next is the 2015 relaunch of the Need for Speed franchise, and we're looking at the Xbox One version. 2015 Need for Speed on the Xbox One. And up first in round 2 is Miss Woods.
Need for Speed. Man, I used to play the hell out of those games back in the day. I haven't played any recently, probably for good reason. I want to say 65.
Kim says 65. Mr. DeLacy. Let's see. Corzan says 70.
Yeah, 65 feels overtly harsh.
Gary says 80.
All right. And
Yeah.
Sarah says 87.
Oh,
Yeah,
she got it. She
I mean,
came in
Need for
quick.
Speed definitely didn't, but the relaunch. I'm trying to remember if that got glowing reviews because there was a Need for Speed. It was, but I think I'm thinking of Hot Pursuit. When that came out, people loved it initially because they introduced the whole cop mechanic, the cops and robbers kind of thing to it.
I tried to play that game, and I got stuck trying to get my wanted stars up high enough, and I quit playing. I kept getting arrested.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right for you.
Fair.
78. Let's go 78.
78. Kim gets the bell this round. 65 is the correct answer. So right on the button.
Fire.
So here we go. Up next is Flat. I can speak and type at the same time, right? Flat Out 3 from 2011. And this is the PC release. Flat Out 3 from 2011 on the PC. And we're back to Greg getting the first word.
And I would like to thank Corzon right now for reminding me that I should have been paying attention when you were talking about these games.
Mm-hmm.
So, Flat Out 3, obviously it fell flat. I'm going to say 66.
Greg is going to say 6-6. Let's see what other scores we have coming in. We got a 70 from Gary Harris. We got a 45 from Corzan. And a 60 from RCGC, which gave Kim lots of time to think.
It did. I'm going to go 55.
Kim's going to go 55. Everyone very generous. Actual score 23. 23.
Holy shit.
23.
Wow.
And it was Flat Out 3. So it was the third game of this.
It was the third in the series. You would think they'd have either quit or figured it out by that time, right?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, boy.
They had not. They had not.
Nope.
Yeah.
And so finally, not to leave out our Nintendo brethren, we're going with Monochrome Racing, which was also released in 2011. A lot of bad racing games came out in 2011, apparently. That's on the Wii. Monochrome Racing 2011 on the Wii. Kim is up first.
Okay, well, Monochrome. I've never even heard this one, I don't think. For the Wii, no less. 40.
Kim
Why not?
says 40. Let's see. Corzan comes in with a 38. I got a 42 from Sarah. Waiting for Gary. What's Greg got to say?
Well, I need to make up a little room because Kim has been kicking my butt. So I'm going to say 55.
Gary
Look
says
for a 15-point swing.
All right. You should have swung the other way, Greg. It was 25.
Oh, dear God.
So,
wow. Yeah.
So going into the final round, going into the bonus round, Corzan at 47, Kim at 58. Everyone else is kind of in the stratosphere. So it's really between Kim and Corzan here. I will give you the name of it after. What I want to know is what is the score of the lowest rated lowest rated racing game on Metacritic. We'll go closest to the pin here. We'll see how we do. So, Greg, since you need the most help, you get to go first.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like this is not going to help me at all because at the end of the day, we already know some of the barometer, right? We know
Kim does have a 40-point lead anyway, so.
Yes, she does have a 40-point lead, and there's not going to be 40 points worth of runway here. I will say the lowest
Just
rated,
for funsies.
though. Yeah, for funsies. 15.
Greg says 15. Oh. All right. Kim, what do you say?
15. I don't know, because that's what I was going to say. 17.
Kim says 17. Waiting to see if anybody in the chat wants to play along in the bonus round here.
You got Corzon's 10, right?
Oh,
Yep,
no, I
Corzon
didn't.
had
There
10.
it is. Corzon comes in with a 10.
Sarah with the 21.
21 from Sarah. Well, I'll tell you the answer. It's 8. 8 is the lowest scored.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So congratulations, Corzan, for the quiz win this week.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yes.
With a Metacritic score of 8. Big Rigs Over the Racing Road came away with an 8. And if you ever try this game, I watched a YouTube review of it this morning as I was preparing the quiz. The guy said he paid $1 per Metacritic point to get the game, $8, and it basically has no physics. You just push the arrow keys to move forward, back, and sideways. If you collide with a mountain, you just go straight through the mountain. If you collide with another car, you just go straight through the other car. The sound is just kind of a flat, obnoxious, like 8-bit dying animal sound from the 80s. So probably don't spend $8 on it, but worth checking out some YouTube just to see how low can you go. So congratulations, Trophy. Congratulations, Corzan. Your trophy's in the mail as soon as it clears customs. Let's see. And that brings us to everyone's favorite segment of the show. Oh, I don't have a news sound. Here's the news.
It's real fast. By the way, I just want to give it to you. Okay. Corzan, he had, I think, put some emojis into the YouTube channel, but it transferred by the Restream bot as Trophy Yellow Smiling, Trophy Yellow Smiling, Trophy Yellow Smiling, Trophy Yellow Smiling.
That sounds like when someone gets a tattoo of Chinese characters, but they don't know what they actually mean.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much. All right. On to the news. Asha Sharma.
That was a dick move.
Xbox will review displaying PS5 logos in its showcase after fans complained. So speaking during the Xbox podcast, Matt Booty confirmed the policy of transparency would continue. We'll be very clear about which platforms a game is coming to and want to continue the precedent. He said, I think we've got a good system going where we make it clear in a showcase. Of course, fans did not take kindly to that, especially the hardcorest of hardcore. And so Friday evening, CEO Sharma published an apology and claimed the policy would be reviewed. Seeing the feedback on logos, she wrote, it was a miss, and I own it. We're talking about how we adjust for future Xbox shows. Not everyone agrees with the potential U-turn. However, GLHF content director Kirk McNeed wrote, I'm not sure pivoting based on the whims of a few militant fans is the best idea. Well, we shall see. This will be under review. Who knows? I don't care, honestly, one way or
No.
the other. I kind of find it refreshing when I'm in a showcase seeing if it's, knowing that they're going to show all logos. It kind of makes it easy to know where it's going to go. Whereas, like in the past, you always had to be like, okay, is that actually coming to my platform or not of choice? So I think I'd like to see it continue. And maybe, we don't listen to the militant fans, but I also understand they're trying to rebrand Xbox. So I guess we'll see. Speaking of, we shall see. Everybody excited for Fable this fall. It was in autumn, I believe. Well, unfortunately, you will not be playing Fable. Fable has been delayed until February 2027. And I think smartly delayed, to be honest. So in a social post, the official Xbox account, the company said that it had made the decision so that Fable can have the dedicated moment it deserves, which was basically in reference to the GT6 launch later this year. But it's not just GT6 that it was going to be combating against. It's actually going to be combating against a lot of Microsoft titles, including Halo Campaign Evolved, Gears of War E-Day, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, Control Resonant, Star Wars Galactic Racer, which of course we know everybody's going to be playing that game, Chris.
Oh, of course.
And then of course Grand Theft Auto 6. Maybe, allegedly. So in order to give in order to plan our game launches through the holidays in a way that works best for players, we're moving Fable to February 2027 so it can have that dedicated moment it deserves. We're excited to be giving players a major new look at Fable as well as a broader lineup at the Xbox Showcase on June 7th. So no Fable this year, but it's early enough in 2027. I don't think it's that long of a wait.
Right. I'm okay with it though.
Yeah. Chris, are you okay with it moving?
I'm okay with it moving.
Okay. Well, then it's all okay. Things that may not be okay. If you were thinking about getting a Steam Deck, got some
Go
bad
to eBay.
news. Yeah. These prices feel like eBay. So Valve announced a major price hike for the Steam Deck OLED in the US, which increases it up to basically upwards of $300 depending upon the model. So the new US prices as of May 27th, so this has already happened, the Steam Deck OLED 512 gigabyte model went from $550 to $790. The Steam Deck OLED 1 terabyte went from $650 to $950. So, those of you thinking the Steam Box console was going to be cheap, you should reset your expectations.
It's making that Rogue Ally look better, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It definitely makes it a little bit more competitive, that's for sure. Of course, refurbished models have not had a price raise, so there's that. But yeah, you're likely not going to find any of them now because they're all probably been picked up by everybody that saw this price increase.
Right.
Are they still selling the LCD screen model? I think they stopped. So, anyway.
Yeah, that's what I've got, and I think I paid almost $400 for mine. What's it been now? Like 2 years ago. So
yeah,
on eBay. So yeah, thank God I didn't wait.
Yeah, this is poof. Any thoughts? Not just about this price increase, but Chris, thinking about the Valve console, their Steam box. What do you now think that price comes in at?
I think they'll be lucky to get that thing under $1,500.
Wow. Okay, 1,500. That's higher than I figured. I thought 1,000. That's what I was thinking. But Kim, you get final word. Where do you think that comes in at?
Unfortunately, I don't think he's too far wrong there. Considering, I mean, they just bumped up the Steam Deck. They're almost $1,000, and it's just the Steam Deck. So yeah, I'm afraid he's probably not too far wrong.
Hardware woes. Hardware woes. The hardware woes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Anybody excited for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4?
No.
Raise your hands.
Ooh.
I kind of am.
Ooh.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So Call of Duty Modern Warfare officially announced
back?
on May 28th.
Spoilers.
I know. Oh my god! If you haven't figured that out by now, I don't know. So
They had a cinematic reveal trailer. It actually leaked the day beforehand. So I'm wondering if they actually intended to release it on the 28th, or they were just like, oh, let's just release it now because it leaked. Because it feels like that would have been really a Xbox showcase kind of trailer moment. But it's been confirmed for October 23rd, 2026. It will be on the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and S, and PC, Steam, and Battle.net, as well as the Nintendo Switch 2. It will not be on PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. It has been exclusively built for current gen systems. And this is the first mainline Call of Duty game coming to Nintendo hardware in 13 years. So Switch fans rejoice. It will be a cross-buy and cross-progression game between Xbox consoles and PC. And it looks pretty good. I get duped by the Call of Duty trailers all the time, but I mean,
right?
Yeah, as long as they don't do what they did in Ghost Ops, or Black Ops.
I'm kind of excited to see Price unhinged. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Modern Warfare 3 kind of left him like, we already spoiled it. So after they lost Soap, he was just like, to hell with it. I'm not playing politics anymore. He goes and he shoots Shepard in the face. So kind of just we're seeing Canadian Price now, right? Just how many war crimes can I commit? There we go.
Speaking of war crimes, Joysticks and Chill in the chat proclaiming that nobody will be playing this on the Switch 2.
If I had a Switch 2, I might play it on the Switch 2 just to spite you, because that's my personality flaw. But I don't have a Switch 2.
You can go get one, but they're still cheap, ish. I mean, they already had a price hike, didn't they? But,
I have no idea.
I mean, it's cheaper than the Steam Deck these days, that's for sure. All right, well, that's the news. Nothing super exciting other than Call of Duty. Go figure.
It's 2004. Kim. I'm playing Call of Duty.
How about 2025 or 2026 games? I just realized we still say 2025 in our little notes there.
Oh, yeah. Although I did... We'll fix that, yeah. Although I did change the link, so there's that. All right. Your new releases for this week while they figure out what year we're in. We have Freefall 95, which is hilarious, given. Freefall 95 for the PC on June. Underchoice for the PC on June 1st. Cal X for the PC on the 4th. This game has got to be about raccoons, but it may not be. We have Chicken Coop Invaders, or it might be about foxes. Anyway, Chicken Coop Invaders for the PC on June 4th. eFootball Kickoff for the Switch 2 on June 4th. River City Saga Journey to the West for the PS5, Switch, and PC on June 4th. Snacktorio? Anyway, it's out on the PC for June 4th. Swan Song for the PC, also on June 4th. The Seventh Guest Remake. Didn't realize there was an original, but alright, it'll be out for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC on June 4th as well. Tour de France 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on the 4th. Gothic 1, the remake, which I have the demo for this downloaded, but I haven't played it yet. But it'll be out for your PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on the 5th. And last but not least, I have the power, and we have Masters of the Universe Legends Unite for the Luna on June 5th. Or on Luna, because that's the game streaming service. So there you are, new releases.
On the Luna, I like it.
On the Luna.
First of all, Seventh Guest Remake. I thought this already happened. And secondly, Kim, how dare you not know the Seventh Guest? This is like a treasured piece of video game history. I've never played it. All
right. Gonna make me feel bad there for a minute that I missed something.
Going there for a minute. Like, man, he must love this game.
No. Masters of the Universe. Chris, we talked about this pre-show.
So I'm excited about this movie, but
not the game.
Movie tie-in games are such a crapshoot, you know? Like,
yes.
The only one that I can think of that was actually, well, I can think of two that were good. The latest Indiana Jones game, and that's because it wasn't a movie tie-in game. It was a new story in the Indiana Jones universe.
Right.
And X-Men Origins Wolverine, which was a rare case of the film was delayed and they just kind of had some time to continue working on the game, and they made a good game. Most of the time, film tie-in games are just not good. Anyway.
Now, the Spider-Man games, and this is where its definition is important, because movie tie-in, I think the important context there is it's being released in conjunction to or adjacent enough to a movie release that it ties in. Whereas the Spider-Man games, they've been incredibly successful, very well received, but they're not really tied into the movies. They're just being made.
Yeah, they're like their own story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I tend to agree with you. I don't know if I want to be excited about Masters of the Universe. I am fearful of the cheese factor. That it is going to be a bit cheesy.
That's fair. What gives me hope, right? What gives me hope is the people in Hollywood that are making movies now are the kids who watched He-Man on cartoons, right? So when the Masters of the Universe movie came out in the 80s starring Dolph Lundgren, that was just a Hollywood cash grab. They're like, oh, let's throw this movie in theaters. Right. Parents will bring their kids. And it had its merits, but it also had its flaws. Now we're at a point in pop culture where the kids who watched those when they were the originals are now the adults who are making movies. And so I think it has potential.
I want it to have potential. I do. I also am reminded of that very premise of, well, the kids that were watching the Star Wars films are going to make great Star Wars films, and that hasn't really happened.
That's a fair point.
So,
that's a fair point.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Enough of that. Thank you for that, Kim. Mr. Matthew.
Mr. DeLacy.
I think we are at that point where we're gonna start wrapping things up.
We're gonna tell people that if they want to play games with us, they can play games with us anytime.
We should
really,
tell them
that. We have a daily kind of 11:30 noonish Eastern time Helldivers crew. We have twice weekly on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3:30 ish Eastern time Arc Raiders crew. There's a Friday thing that sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't. I'm thinking this Friday, let's get a Forza Horizon 6 convoy together. If you're playing Forza Horizon 6 and you want to go get in a convoy and go do some things, I'm going to get that started at 8 p.m. UK time, which is 3 p.m. East Coast time. And we're going to see how that goes.
Can I be Rubber Duck?
You can.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if we do the convoy thing, can we talk in trucker
lingo? 10-4, good buddy.
Right?
10-4.
All right. Okay.
Oh, right.
I'm going to be the snowman. That's what I'll be.
There you go.
So let's see what else is happening. If you want to tell us about your trucker handle, you can email it to us at ocpodcast@gmail.com. Better yet, throw it on a tweet. Say, hashtag OC Convoy and give us your trucker handle. People on the internet will love that. Leave us a review, like, subscribe, YouTube, Podbean, Twitch, all the places that you can like and subscribe things. And come to the Discord. If Mark hears this, maybe Mark will put a place on Discord where we can all add our own handles, made up convoy handles.
I like it.
Yeah, there we go. So that's it. Since I'm already talking, I'm going to shout out the two of you. It's been an enjoyable show. I'm going to shout out the chat, which included RC, GC, Corzan, Gary, Joysticks and Chill. I think I saw Boomer early on. Was Boomer here?
Yeah.
I saw Batch roll through for a quick minute and then dip out. But, I guess not everybody's got time to sit here and listen to the whole show. And I'm going to shout out the sun because I had not seen the sun in about a week, but today the sun is out. So shout out to the sun. We generally refer to the sun as Bob, big orange ball. So good afternoon, Bob. Kim, what say you?
Yes.
No.
Alrighty. I'm gonna shout out you guys as well. Apparently Boomer thinks I need to drive a yellow car when we do our Horizon 6 thing. So I guess I did say rubber duck. So all right, makes sense. So I'll have to do that. I'll have to find a yellow car.
Gary Harris is Boomer.
Yes.
Yes, Gary Harris is
dual
Boomer.
agent.
Yeah. That's it. He's trying to be sneaky. Other than that, I hope everybody has a good week this week. Like I said, Dad's got his physical therapy appointment tomorrow, so hopefully that continues to go well. To work soon, that would be nice. Wait, did I say that? Other than that, I guess that's it. So I'll pass you over to Tank Top.
All right. Well, a shout out to the two of you for making the show, and unshout out to Mark for putting his son in ahead of the show. Whatever, Mark. We know where we stand. Okay. Shout out to the chat, of course. We love all of our shatters.
Of course.
I don't know what to say about the yellow car thing, Kim. I think you need to find an actual duck graphic and put it on the car. Yes.
Well, in 5, I ran around in a chicken suit, so maybe,
Okay.
Chicken Jockey.
Feels fitting. We actually have a car wash out here called Quick Quack. I bet we could get because it's the duck logo. I'm just saying.
Right.
You could
There
be
you
the
go.
Quick Quack car. I don't know where I was going with all of this. You know what? The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to go jump in the pool.
There you
go. Yeah, go enjoy the last little bit of what Sunday is left for you. We'll be back next week in some fashion or another.
Yeah.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Overseas Connection podcast. See you same time next week.
10-4, good buddy.
You got the one and only snowman, you lucky devil. All right. Excellent. I don't know what. There's some really strange things happening because I forgot to transition, so you got to watch me search YouTube for a little bit. I'll get it one of these days. One of these days I'll get it.
It's all good.
All right.
It's all right.
Toodles.
See you guys.
Yeah.